Hello and a warm welcome to HW News Network, your one-stop show, truth be told, for some engaging and thought-provoking conversations. Today is the last day of 2024, and the biggest question everyone asks is that how has been the year 2024 and what is the future we are seeing from here on when it comes to politics? And when we talk of politics, we have always questioned Prime Minister Modi's policies, Prime Minister Modi's character. We've questioned Prime Minister Modi's projection of his image, not on one, but many instances. So today I thought of interviewing a very special person who knows Prime Minister Modi very, very closely, because this particular guest, whom I'm going to be interviewing now, has been his close confidant when Prime Minister Modi was the Chief Minister of Gujarat. In fact, today's guest has been his close minister in the cabinet. He was one of the spokespersons of the Modi government when Modi was the Chief Minister. Joining me now this evening is Dr. JayNarayan Vyas, who was a cabinet minister in the Modi government when Modi was the chief minister, and he knows many things very, very closely about Modi. And but he's no more with Prime Minister Modi. He has joined Congress, and he's currently a thinker, a political analyst, and he's also a motivational speaker. I welcome Dr. JayNarayan Vyas this evening on HW News. So thank you so much. And so my first question to you, of course, is that 2024 has been a year of many, many developments when it comes to politics. We saw Prime Minister Modi coming back to power for the third time. But at the same time, we also saw a deep degradation of all the institutions. Do you think that Prime Minister Modi is responsible for it? And also, I would like you to speak on the future of Modi because you know him very, very closely.
Thank you so much. In my introduction, you said that I know Mr. Modi very closely, which is a sort of a misstatement of facts. Uh, if somebody claims that, please don't believe it. Second thing, this very rightly you said, this was.
But I know for sure that no, but Modi calls you his guru. Modi calls you his
it is his greatness, and I don't want to encash upon it. So.
no, but you deny that you were his guru because there is a clip which
I don't deny it either, but I don't agree with it so expressly because I may be one of them. So that maybe perhaps the small punctuation or correction that may be required. Second thing, this was, you very rightly said, this was a happening things here, where number of things were demolished and uprooted. The first thing that was the casualty of 2024 was democratic values. The constitutional institutions lost their credibility, be it Supreme Court or be it Election Commission, be it government machinery, which is supposed to be objectively neutral at the time of elections. So the first casualty was the democratic institutions and the foundations on which the Indian democracy has stood the test of time for almost last 75 years. This was perhaps the year that delivered its worst blow. That is one. Number two, you said Mr. Modi came to power third time. It's very true. He came back as a prime minister, but limping. He first time, second time, he became prime minister. He had his own majority, though it was a coalition, but on his own also, BJP had the majority. This time, he is really a limping duck. He is dependent upon Baisakis like Nitish Kumar on one hand, then Paswan on the other hand, then Chandrababu Naidu on the third hand, then maybe till now Shinde of Shiv Sena on the court. So dependent on so many things. Modi was never so weak. I always thought that he was invincible for his first two terms. But Modi became perhaps more vincible and more a person who lacked the confidence during this year. So this was another thing. Third thing is that be it Supreme Court, the Chief Justice inviting the Prime Minister for a Ganesh Puja at the time when there were elections in Maharashtra. And Rajiv Kumar, the election commissioner, seems to be functioning more like a government employee rather than a constitutional institution. So the very credibility of the constitutional institutions which keep the credibility of the democracy were demolished. These are three major events
No,
over and
but do you
above that.
think the Modi solely is responsible for destroying these institutions?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
The first of all, way of selection. The way the law has been amended for selection of election commissioner, that you have a prime minister, you have one of his cabinet ministers, and you have a chief justice. If I was a chief justice worth my salt, I would have never agreed to be a member of the committee which already had premeditated decision for any matter of selection. You had 2-1 majority already established, and then you were trying to make it a show of democracy that you are selecting election commission. This is like Gerard Ford. Somebody asked him which is your favorite color, and he said any color is my favorite color. So far, so it is black. So I think uh, this is one example. Going to Chief Justice's place, putting camera there, and making that picture viral at a time when there were elections in Maharashtra was clearly establishing that, who is the Chief Justice? I can walk into his place anytime.
Stay ahead with our cutting edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.